Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. This is ASKA, and this is Ace, and this is the village of Bjornborg, which in Norse, from what I understand from the internet, either means bear fortress or bear stronghold, or, I don't know, wet Kleenex. We don't know these things. But we are here, it's day 10, and we are going to level out this space right here. Get a coalmaker shoved in there. There's the coalmaker, Ace. We're gonna get a bloomery shoved in here if I can fit it, and we're gonna bring some iron out and see if we can't have a little bit of iron by the end of the day. We obviously need to make the iron, the metal worker there on the end of the work. So there's so much to do. And I know I've been saying, and I still believe it's true, because eventually, if you just keep saying it, eventually it's true, right? That there will be a bear here before too long. It's got to be any time now. I've got the arrows. I've got 2 stacks of bone tip. I've got a club that's not in great shape, but we're not going to use a club on him anyways. So I think we are set. Go for bear. Meanwhile, let's see if I can shove that thing, Bloomery. Let's see if I can shove a Bloomery in here somehow. That welcome back thing, by the way, was from Welcome Back, Cotter. If you don't remember that show, then you are not as old as I am. Or you are as old or older than I am, and the 60s were really good to you. Could be that as well. Now let's see if we can fit the Bloomery in here. I think that's a negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. Could have to do with, let's see here. First of all, let's come out here real quick. And do that. Okay, so that is very much at an angle. So now we repeat, and we rotate this to about like so. That's getting closer. So about like that. That's going to be fairly straight. So let's try that first. Just a spot right there. Go here so the arrow is facing me so that I have a point of reference for when I start doing this crazy stuff. What are you doing, man? You're crazy. You're crazy, man. About right here. Alright, well, so the other side also has a tree in the way. Coming over to this side. Bloomery pretty easy for us to move when it's time. Hey, what if we can stick it in? No, I'm kidding. It's not gonna work, dude. Come on, give it up. Give it up. Oh, that's you know, I mean, I don't hate it. What about right here? Oh, hey. Something about like that. Bingo bango. I like it. All right, let's go ahead and level this out just a skosh. Boom, 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 boom. Up we go. Come on. There we go. As I really start to finalize road locations and so on, any of these buildings will probably get demolished and rebuilt in the same spot, just tweaked a little bit for angular rotation or placement, you know. Like when this intersection is really locked in, that tower might move down so that it's right actually tucked into the corner of the two roads rather than sort of set back. Things like that. So, but actually at that point too, that will probably go away, that tower, because having one right in the middle of town doesn't really make a lot of sense. Definitely want to rotate these things around sometimes a little bit. I wish that it would show you the footprint, the green checkerboard right now during this process, so you could really choose to align stuff. Like this rotation might not work, but this rotation might, because a corner gets tucked up in between those two trees. You can see how that tree is sort of in the way right now because a corner is hitting it. But as soon as we rotate a little bit, there's no more corner hitting it, so it's not highlighted red anymore. There was our flash right there for a moment. Right there. Right there. It's really gonna blow up the road a bit, isn't it? Now, one thing I might do, looking here, I don't really see any clear reason why this won't go in this spot. Like, as I start moving this backwards, if I do this right here, oh, alright, I guess that corner back there is getting close to it. Alright, well, that's fine. Let's drop it here for now. And like I said, we're going to end up moving stuff, tweaking locations, but right now this gets us a working bloomery. We've already got some blooms set up. I'm going to go grab a little bit more of that there bloom. And I might as well do it in the light, because why not? Because why not, man? Simple torch. All a guy can really ask for. Simple torch at breakfast. And we've got a bloomery, just like that. We built it just like that. Stick that torch there, hit the pickaxe, choppity, choppity, choppity. Pickety, pickety, pickety. Piccadilly. Our equipment's getting pretty beat up. Our axe looks like it's got about 2 hits left in it. Pickaxe looks like it's got a dozen or so. The club's looking beat up. Walking around with your tools held together by duct tape. Save a little bit of stamina just in case this is the last one. Ugly creatures, nope, good deal. Grab stone, grab ore, we'll carry a big one out with us. There we go. Pixel hunting. coalmaker's up, and we have a ton of firewood lying around. So go ahead and grab that. Got 2 more trips. Seven, so not even a full load. 5, 6, 7. I think that was 7. Perfect. Activate. Sparkle powers, activate. See if we can find some more wood sticks here real quick and fix this hand tools issue, because we really are actually about to just straight up run out of tools. One more, come on, one more, there it is. Stay away from my stick there, buddy. I saw you looking at it. Like the club is 5 more sticks. And bones, yeah, bones. That's the thing. That's the thing. Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a pediatrician. Actually, those both be doctors. I was a terrible, terrible on-the-spot makeup. Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a road maker. There we go. Oh, you have to ignite it, Ace. You actually got to turn it on. Okay. All right. Now we're set. Now we're actually gonna have it. Let's look at the second workshop that's gonna go over here, and let's look at the first warehouse that needs to go right here in this corner, because it is getting to be time for storage of goods and a couple warehouse workers. So go ahead and spread this level out a bit, like so. Actually, like so. And we'll come up here and repeat that. 2, 3, 4, 5 by 5, 5 by 5. I read you 5 by 5. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. But this time we're going to go 3 by 8. Give us a good start on that warehouse. Our road is looking to be right about here at its edge. So I want that workshop to be right about here. And let's assume that this edge is pretty straight. I think it is. Or, why assume? You know what? Why assume? assume. Let's just go hither. Oh. Now, let's drop that workshop down. Now we've got something very straight to align that to. Quite there yet. Note to the devs, I would love to see a micro adjustment, hold down Alt or Shift or something, or I'd love to see that it starts by a degree or two for a moment and then ramps up. So if you just tap it, you end up just doing a little micro adjustment. Because, I mean, we've got infinite degrees of freedom, more or less. Why not let us access it without back and forths? There we go. And this one's going to be about ending right there. The side here, this is going to be the linen on the right side, which is a shorty. So technically we could end up being somewhere around right here. I'm just going to bring it over a tiny bit, just give us a little extra room. Put this about right there. Now we're going to go find us some Smolkrs. Here's where having a watchtower really comes into play. We've got our peeps up there looking out. And we go around here and we find out where they're coming from. Who knows? Maybe they're helping themselves to some water all the way out in the woods. And you know what? That's fine with me. Y'all can have all the water out of those wells you want. But if they were coming in, you could run up to one. Instead of actually trying to attack it, kill it, whatever, you could just go ahead and run up to it and grab it with the E button. And then, like, if I were holding him in my arms right about here, the person in the watchtower would just be shooting it right out of my arms. So we like that. What are you all complaining about? Didn't find any rope. Alright. Ropity dope. Ropity dope. Dopity ropity. Yeah, that's spoiled food. That blubber is disappearing pretty quick on me. Thank you. Little delay there. Oh, what am I looking for? I'm over here looking for flour. Woodcutters. You're my heroes. That was awesome. Let's add on to the right-hand side here the metal worker. Boom. Like so. They're working on that. Meanwhile, this is done over here. We can add on to the right side of this the... oh, I built a pit instead of a... Yeah, alright, my bad. You are a silly, silly man. Well, we've got charcoal over here, I do suspect, or coal, rather. Do indeed. Go. If I recall right, 3 is easy peasy, 4 is takes some skill, and 5 is right out unless your skills are mad. So we start with, I'm going to start with 4, which is actually a little risky. I think 3 is probably more certain. In fact, yeah, let's just go with 3 for our very first one until we make sure we still have the hang of this. The more coal you have in here, the longer you get to actually do this little mini game, but you have to, you're going to see it here in a second. So we're going to ignite this up. And then use the bellows. So we hit E, and you're trying to get that temperature up into the 2, in between the 2 lines. And then hold it there. And you have to have enough fire for the conversion process to complete for all 3 of them. I think you get a slightly longer burn time per coal as your skill goes up. And I think at this point we have all of them done, so we can cancel. And we can probably extinguish this. And we can put that to there. Over and bang it. Bang-a-lang-a-ding-dong. Rotate it. I know it says E hold, and I just stared right at it while I tapped it individually. It's like, hold it. No, I'm going to keep tapping it. Okay, it's up to you, man. You do you, brother. And then, I think we're done with those 4 sides. So we just rotate it around, or rotate it forward this time. And we have our first 3 pieces of iron bloom. And a mighty thirst. Now we can come over here with some more coal. they've already got this done, so let's come over and put a weaver over here, like so. In here, we'll go ahead and throw 3 iron bloom and add fuel to that with the R. Like it. Same thing holds true from fires, I think, for this forge, which is that if your fire level or if your fuel level is above 100%, you're going to get faster processing of the materials inside. Works in a cookhouse, you get faster cooking. Works at a campfire, you warm yourself up faster. Now we can go to here, and we can craft a small iron axe head. No, we can't because we need 4. And you're not letting me put that fire out. There it is. Pixel hunting. Alright, I thought we needed 3, we need 4, so we'll go back here and grab some more coal. And we did just fine with 3 iron, so let's take 4 this time. Come over here, see, yeah, we still have, look at how much coal we have left here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Fill up the rest with coal, like that. So that shows us how much fuel we have left, 54%, so we've used up almost half the coal. Now we've done 3/4 of the bloom in there. Cancel, we'll put that out. Transfer it over. Our hammer might last through this. Works better if we hold the E down, by the way. Somebody told me. Could have been me. Oops, I don't think we have 2 sticks in hand. Nope. We have plenty of firewood. Gonna need 2 sticks for that hammer. We're gonna need at least 4 for the hand axe. Might as well grab all of that. We've got super inefficiency right now. We've got a lot of people standing around. But that's going to change here tomorrow, because we're going to do some HR work. Fly some people around. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. Oh, I think that's an incorrect tooltip right there. Alright, so let's go ahead and do a small iron axe head. Boom. And now we can turn this off if we can find the pixel that lets us do it. To fill this up, so we'll add water out of our bag. Send that to there. There it is. Bada bing, we have a small iron axe head, and we come over hither and we scroll on down to crude iron axe. Okay, can we have one of those, please? And we have a small crude iron axe, which is exactly what we need to get rid of, let's say, this right here. Like that. By the way, that bear's coming any day now. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Not big enough for... Oh, it is big enough for this. Alright, let's get this warehouse done. We can put a couple people to work there so that we can start cleaning this area up and getting firewood, coal, and whatnot stored. We've got large quantities of firewood lying around. Start getting that converted to coal. And I'm going to go over real quick and take a look at our barracks and see who we've got that's qualified to be working there, because it's time for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 builders. Woof. Okay. You are a battle-scarred veteran. I like that. You have no real proficiencies. I like that. You are the perfect candidate for working at the barracks. All right, Emma. Did you want to work with Tira? No, Tira's good at a couple other things. Sif. Has an affinity for melee combat. Is a night shifter. I like that. Yeah, alright. Sif is in. How about Bossa Nova? Also a night shifter. Does not have any affinities, so we'll keep looking. Amelia has a super affinity for ranged combat. We don't want to throw that away. So Sigurd has no affinities, and look at that. Boom. Sigurd is in. There's our 3 barracks workers. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this screen, and we're going to make each of them a heavy club type of person. And now let's run over to the workshop and see what it's going to take to put together a heavy club. I think we have everything we need for that. Except bone. I'll bet you we need bone. No. Resin. Resin and sticks. Well, we have resin lying around. Resin for days. What are you producing? You're producing fiber out of bark. Fair enough. On the night shift. One more. Uno más resin. There's our 3 barracks folks all taken care of. She's over there training right now, I believe. Yep. Go over and just clean this up a bit now, since we can actually put this road in place. Well, I keep skipping out on building that warehouse. Let's do that because we've got nighttime builders here. Get that warehouse put up. These are going to start moving pretty fast now that we can get rid of the hardwood stuff. So if our road is going here, then our warehouse wants to be centered right about here. So I actually need to extend that flat area out just a bit. Gonna do it. Is it warehouse? Basic production? No. Advanced. Huh, where is it? Under warehouse stuff. Silly, silly me. Alright. Ooh, look at that. That's... I think that is... low. But I think that's even closer. Our first warehouse gonna go right about hither. Yeah, see, we tapped out all the rocks here by building those roads, but the roads can be canceled, right? So now those rocks are sitting here, and we can just come over and say, go ahead and cancel that. Oh, did we not get those rocks back? That would suck. I don't know that we did get those rocks back. Oh, ho, ho. Ouch. Okay. Alright, I see where it is. We are coming up on the end of the episode pretty shortly. I don't know that we're going to get that warehouse done in time, since I just threw away 30 rocks. I should make a TV show about that. Call it, I don't know, 30 Rock or something. there it is. Well, day 11. I'm going to shut this down in just a second here as soon as we dump this into the warehouse. Well, alright, I'm going to finish building the warehouse. And then we're going to call it a day. Boom, there it is. Here we are. Alright, so tomorrow's episode, extend the warehouse out, go ahead and start propagating it, put a couple people to work inside, and probably produce a little more iron. Need to make a draw knife, and we need to make the carpenter's side here so that we can go ahead and start making some hardwood stuff. That's going to go right out here like so. Boom. So we're going to go ahead and get that done. We're going to expand the warehouse, put some stuff in it. We're going to make a little more iron and get a draw knife made, and we'll have our first real good iron tools tomorrow. And we will have a couple people working here and start collecting all this stuff and getting it into a warehouse. So big day tomorrow. Hope you come back for that. This is Ace. I'll see you then for day 11. I'm out of here.